日本語を話す視聴者の皆様、言葉を間違えてしまったことをお詫び申し上げましょう。Mononoke, good TV show, very spooky. It's about a medicine seller who deals with some spooky stuff. Last year they did a movie where he investigates goings on at Ooku, aka the harem of the Shogun. I reviewed the previous movie, and I'm going to show you my previous review here quickly. And if you want to watch that in slow motion, check it out here, but also other videos I have on my channel. Please subscribe to get more like it. Anyway, in Mononoke the movie, Chapter 2, Ashes of Rage, the medicine seller is back at the Ooku again to deal with some spooky stuff, but this time the focus is on the upper chambers where the higher class of concubine vie for the attention of the shogun, where things get testy as one lady, the lower in social class Fuku, is pregnant, and this has caused much distress in the court, and might be related to a possibly unrelated, but obviously not, fiery death of another concubine, which the medicine seller has to solve. I like this film. While its runtime is a bit shorter, so it doesn't have the slow burn of Phantom in the Rain, nor does it have the rising creepiness as well, I don't mind it, as the film makes up for it in other ways. We get more insight of the inner workings of the Ooku, mainly in the upper class areas. Secondary characters who showed up in the previous film get more bigger roles, like Sachiko the God or Lady Boltan. But again, Asa, the main character from the first film, shows up briefly, which is kind of odd considering that she was kind of the main character in the last one, and I was kind of thinking she'd be like the main through-line character, but surprisingly not, which is a shame because I liked her character in the last one. The Shogun is also briefly seen, but he's still not that big of a presence. It's clear when all three films will be released that they're going to play well together, and that's where you can also see little story beats set up and will be played off, especially in regards to how things are set up in each film. This film also carries the previous film's themes of what women give up to work in a patriarchal society. The last film was about identity, with most of the concubines throwing away personal belongings to start working at the Ooku. This one is about bodily autonomy, so that's fun. If the first film felt like it was expanding on the themes of the Noppapower Bow arc, this one taps into the themes of the Zashiki Rorashari arc, but unlike that one, it doesn't feel muddled. If you've seen the show, you understand what I'm talking about, because I'm not giving up a lot of details here, because they might give the film's game away. Here we see most of the Shogun's councillors in the film, whose daughters are all concubines, and we see them trying to jostle for power, using their own daughters as pawns in the game. And helping us nail that theme down is that most of the scenes that all seem playing a game of shogi, subtle. In my last film, I compared the theme to Immaculate, the Swinging Nun movie, but that comparison is more appropriate here, along with last year's First Omens, as they also deal with bodily autonomy and how the patriarchy seeks to control women. There seems to be a bigger theme across these films emerging, like permission. The medicine seller isn't allowed into the Ooku unless he has permission and still uses the pass he earned from the last film, and certain characters are asked to do things if they consent to it, but often that is given under duress. It's a small thing, but I sense it will become a bit clearer when the third film comes out next year. On the animation side, it's as good as the previous film, still has the psychedelic ukiyo-e look, and the titular Mononoke this time around looks cool and makes a good companion to the previous film's one. Also, the editing in this movie is a bit less hyperactive than the last film, but as Shigeru Nishiyama does some interesting tricks, like how he uses jump cuts to make her close up on Lady Boltan, or how it cuts to a different character's correct juxtaposition who is often in the same place. Mononoke the movie, Ashes of Rage, is a good and consistent follow-up to Phantom in the Rain, tackling some interesting themes and painting a clear through line between these films with good animation to boot. I'm excited for the final part that comes out next year. This film, along with its previous entry and the TV show it's based on, are all available on Netflix at the time of recording. Like what you see here? Then please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more Watch This Space, but also other things such as my short films. Please remember to like and subscribe to the videos you just watched, and also please check out the Orange Bin, my blog, where I have write-ups of my episodes here, which with links to sources that I mention on the show. Also contains some of my old blog posts if you want to see what else I used to do back in the olden days. So please remember to check out my blog and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.